So tell me what Burning Man is about to an outsider.
To an outsider? You can't.
I can. Just the best temporary, imagination vacation.
It's the largest Leave No Trace event in the world.
I've seen, people take spiritual aspect, the art aspect.
We build the city for a week. We populate it with all kinds of gifting and counterculture where people can come out of their shells a little bit, be who they truly are.
Who do you think Burning Man is for?
It's for whoever wants to be here and experience it. Like I said, Gene has grown up. He's 5 feet shorter last year, so.
What would you say if I told you there was a Burning Man ultra marathon here?
Ultra marathon, as in running?
That's horrible. That's a terrible thing.
I can hardly run in my regular life, so running here under the sun, no way.
Burning Man is an endurance event, period. But people who are doing marathons within the marathon, I'd be pretty hydrated for that sucker. I don't know if you can run with an IV or...
The idea of running a 50K in the desert for a whole week of just everybody doing whatever is insane. So of course I'm gonna do that.
Many years ago, starting 2004, I started the Black Rock City 5K. And I think a year after that, there was this woman who won the women's division. After a few years of her winning, she confided, saying, you know what this place needs? This place needs an ultra marathon.
Hey, Sherry, did you happen to take a bunch of numbers?
Sorry guys, if you guys want to chill out a little bit, we're going to arrange the numbers because it's a confusing hot mess.
Burning Man's about what you bring to it. It's not just about what's here. So when I got here my first year, I ran the 5K and that was really fun. And so I really wanted to kind of expand on that.
It's nice to be with other runners who more than just Digger kind of crazy, but appreciate being out here.
I've run this twice before, and this is everything that running in life should be.
I could also stand on my tippy toes like this. I'm gonna wear suspenders, a red velvet hat, and tutu.
There's totally people who run a full marathon in about 2.5 hours, whereas other people haven't run at all leading up to this.
The way I look at races is there's just buffets that you run through because you got M&Ms and you can sit on the ground and your Gatorade and it's kind of whatever.
Finding really interesting places to run while traveling is an interesting way to prepare for an ultramarathon for sure.
Did I do any training for the race before I came? Mostly just standard marathon training. Did a couple ultras this summer with a handful of the guys here at Pink Lightning.
It's my first Burning Man, and it's my first ultra marathon, period. So I'm trying to keep my expectations very low. I'm happy to hopefully make it to the starting line.
We're going to run down C until we get to 7. You're going to make a right on 7, run up 7. When you get to the point and the trash fence, that point is 3.4 miles. And also there's a really cool piece by my campmate Kathy D'Onofrio right over there. So if you're having fun race, just kind of go and check it out.
I got the rat thing going, so we decapitated the alien head, put on a rat head. My art got bigger as my running got bigger. I don't know how else to put it. They're two huge passions. Neither makes money. That is not my goal. For a while I made some money with running because I could run fast enough to get the last place prize money, and that was kind of my goal.
She won Western States 100 miler twice in the 80s, and that's considered kind of the most competitive 100 miler in the country, if not the world.
This year, I'm entered in the Tahoe 200, which starts September 9th. So because there's so few days in between, I have to do the 50K easy.
What else am I forgetting?
Naked people.
If you're running naked, what we're going to do is we're going to write your number on you, and then we'll put the chip on your shoe. If you don't want to wear a shoe, we're going to just hand tie you.
Yesterday I was riding my bike and a guy in a giant penis costume ran out and he tackled me on my bike. And until you hug him, you're not getting by him. So I'm pretty much expecting that tomorrow.
never done this before. We're all here to test our limits. You know, try to make it to the end, but don't hurt yourself.
I'm so psyched. I'm wearing a tutu. I've never run in a tutu in my life.
I'm thinking I might lose the shorts at some point. I think that's the goal. Maybe get a little naked here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Run by a sound camp, and then you keep running, and then you're in the deep playa, and then you can actually see like nothing around you for miles, and it's just like running on the moon.
We've been running through the dark, starting 5 in the morning on the first and second laps. And you just get these beautiful red clouds as the sun comes up over the mountains across the playa.
Feel good so far, about 10.5 miles in. I think the only bad thing so far is that the dust is getting in the shoes, which with the sock sweat becomes mud clumps inside the socks.
It's been amazing. What is it? Your third lap now? Third lap.
Half marathon to go.
Yeah, half marathon to go. Should be easy, right?
People definitely have come to recognize the ultra when it passes, and some people, they do a good job cheering. I do like adversarial heckling.
You can see art, you can go dancing, or you can run in a circle forever. Cigarettes?
Jameson, cigarettes? I'm being boring right now. You can't start drinking till lap 3. Yeah, 1 and 2 you want to savor and remember. 3 and 4 you want to forget forever.
The next stop is Dyckman Street.
So I think the race pulled in a ton of different people. Obviously, some people are out there having fun, doing whatever comes your way.
You're now my new favorite runner. Excellent.
Other guys, I mean, it's a race. There's always going to be guys who are gunning for it.
How you feeling, Kathy?
Good. It's just a training run.
Yeah?
I forgot my tutu, so I'm having a 2K on Tuesday.
There are people like Carrie who ran with a blindfold on to try to get the experience, understanding what it's like to be a blind runner.
Thank you. Is the table here?
Yes, it is. Sorry. He's doing way better than I am. We're literally run ultra marathons for over 200 miles before. This is my first one.
Award in first place, Matt Collins. A new course record for the Burning Man Ultra, 50K.
I got one more lap left and then out and back. So basically a victory lap and like a happy hour lap. So
Yeah. Home stretch, buddy. Home stretch.
Oh, you are winning Burning Man right there. You need to drink some rum.
Ultra from me.
dropping the hammer. dropping the hammer.
Welcome. He's been out in the playa for almost 4 hours. That is Arand, one of our top runners here today.
I got a text from my friend, which basically said if I don't win, I shouldn't come back home. So we'll see how that goes.
I won the Porta Potty Princess Award. I gave it myself. I pooped 4 times.
Ryan Van he rode his bike from Boulder, Colorado to Burning Man.
Yeah, it's great ever. This pain is like, you did something. Like you achieved something. It's like a good memory for the next 3 days while you can't sit down on the toilet.
I've probably run like 15 ultras or so. This is the first one I've ever had with this whiteout, first one in the desert. It's not about a 6-minute mile. It's about, oh no, I'm gonna tackle him first, and then I'm gonna go jump on his trampoline, and then his campmate's gonna give me a Pop-Tart, and then I'm gonna keep going.
Well, I think, for ultra marathoners doing those kind of races, that's their art.
I think we should do maybe the Olympic Games of Burning Man, and we'll have all the games, like ice skating in the desert. We should do the Winter Olympic, because that'll be more of a challenge.
I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't want to be part of that. My drug is running. I love that.
Ooh, wow. Like, if you are a crazy, radical person and you're going to do an ultramarathon, you should definitely consider coming to Burning Man and do one. But I would definitely have a lot of Gatorade for that.